We're learning new details surrounding the death of Manuel Ellis. He died while being restrained by Tacoma police in March. The Pierce County Medical Examiner ruled his death a homicide. King 5 News obtained the full autopsy report, which also says he had a fatal amount of methamphetamine in his system. The medical examiner report says he died from a lack of oxygen from physical restraint, positioning, and the placement of a spit mask over his face, but added, quote, "It is unlikely that this death would have occurred due to physical restraint alone, without the contributing conditions. An argument could be made that the extremely high methamphetamine concentration should be considered the primary factor."